Alright, good evening, folks. It's your boy, the G-Flash, and this is the Datamine night, and I'm joined with, GDK, Kendog Yoshimane, and Tatiana Master 1.
Hello.
Howdy.
I'm Joe.
Popping in for just a quick something. But I told you what I was going to say for the first half of
Yes.
this.
Yep. And I shall read what he says when we get to thy unit.
Yes, thank you so much, UK.
Yep.
Hey, no worry, man. That's what I'm here for. To help out my bros.
Yep.
Yeah, I can never miss an Echoes character.
Yeah. Well, technically you have two Echoes characters, though, to go over.
Well, technically three.
Technically, three? Oh, okay. Alright. Well, anyway, let's...
Alright, thanks for having me, guys. I gotta go back now. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so anyway, we have the data mine here. Although, for absolutely whatever reason, they dropped the data mine, the update, right in the middle of the night. So, of course, everyone's asleep. So, and I was busy at school the whole day. And I just got home not too long ago. So I figured, alright, I'm gonna jump on and start covering stuff.
Yeah, which was kind of weird, honestly, in my personal opinion, because I mean, it was like about probably 30 minutes, at least, no, 15 to 30 minutes after the reset happened when the update dropped, which honestly usually doesn't happen that very often.
Yeah. Funnily enough, though, GDK and I were actually chatting during a reset when we both got jump-started that the update's here, and then we were both like, yeah, we're not gonna cover it, it's too late, so we decided to wait till tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways. Yeah. Okay, so first off, we have the weapon refine, which is always the best part. And shoutouts to Phoenix Mastermind for the TLDR, so that saves us a lot of time if we don't understand something.
Yeah.
So first off...
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Phoenix Master.
So let's cover the talk of the town right now, which is the regular Edelgard. Now, Edelgard for a long while has been struggling, but oh boy, she gets something awesome. So, Victorious Axe has got -1 special trigger, and she still has that effect where she needs to be like absolutely solo to get the follow-up. But now she also gets +4 to all of her stats now, as well as guaranteed follow-up. And then if she initiates combat or is solo, grants another all stats +4 to her, deals damage equal 10% of her attack, including when dealing damage with the special trigger before combat. If unit initiates combat and unit is not adjacent to any ally after combat, grants another action to unit once per turn. If a skill effect moves unit after combat, this effect occurs based on unit's final placement. Oh, damn, okay. So, Edelgard has got -1 special trigger, guaranteed follow-up, +8 to all stat, 10% true damage equal 10% for attack, and freaking Raging Storm's extra action. So, that's right, Edelgard, the regular Edelgard, is also a Raging Storm person now. Because why wouldn't she? She literally needs to always kill something and then get another action. Because that's just who she is.
A little bit. Well, it really does help out. But we also have to take into consideration that Miss Legendary Edelgard will be also getting a refine perhaps next month.
Yeah, she's about to get her remix, I think, next month, though.
She absolutely need it.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's been struggling as an armored unit for some time, ever since her fell Edelgard, and her summer has came onto the scene.
And save skills.
Yeah, huh?
Yes.
Exactly. So, I'm wondering how Raging Storm 2 for her legendary version will do to her, though.
Maybe it might make her maybe gain a little bit more effects to it, that she can actually like act like a Kanto or something, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully.
Maybe.
So yeah, this regular Edelgard, absolutely amazing refine. Exactly what Edelgard is. I mean, if you gotta think about it, except Brave Edelgard, all the other Edelgards have Raging Storm now, which is pretty nuts. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I mean, Edelgard is a fierce woman. She wants to always win, and there's no talking her out of it. So, yeah, there you go, guys. There you go. There's your Edelgard.
That's the case.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright, next up we got Silque, which is one of the lucky 5-star healers that's about to get a preferred staff. And her preferred staff is Staff of Lilies. And this is a pretty good one right here. So, Wrathful Staff, and then after combat, reset special cooldown of target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Inflicts guard on target and foes within 2 spaces of target. Neutralizes special cooldown count reductions after combat, but skills that accelerate and slow special are still effective. At start combat, if unit's HP 25%, all stats plus 4. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants another all stats plus 4. Also, after combat, if unit attack, inflicts attack speed -6 on target and foes within 2 spaces off target through their next action. Grants defense rest +6 to allies within 2 spaces of unit during combat, and restore 7 HP to those allies after combat. Wow, that was a lot to take in. Okay,
Yeah.
so Silque has got Wrathful Staff, Melancholy, and Disable Special Spiral, and times +4, etc. Cooldown reduction after combat, +8 all stats in combat, -6 attack speed debuff on the target and foes in 2 spaces of target after combat, drive defense rest +6, and 7 HP heal post-combat after their combat. Wow, that does a lot of stuff right there.
But yeah, she definitely needs it because she's a healer.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Silque is just an amazing support unit now.
Yeah, she's a very good support, but also at the same time, she can also be very tanky in battle as well. If you've watched Phoenix Master doing the refines and stuff, he actually does show a build where she has Gatekeeper's A skill, the close revival, whatever, along with quick repulse 4 in her B slot. And honestly, I find it a little weird in some regard, but considering the fact that this woman has enough defense and res to at least take on quite a lot of units and stuff, I mean, I don't see no reason why she can't have it.
Yeah, exactly. Also, let's not forget this though. That Alencia, that Ascended Alencia, she came with that a better version of Dazzling Staff now, which is what Silque has in her base kit. That Dazzling Shift, which is basically a teleportation skill that Silque can like make a unit move to a adjacent ally within 2 spaces. Also, like inflicting a speed -4 and then the usual Dazzling Staff. So Silque can make use of that because she needs to like be near her allies anyway. So, yeah, if you happen to still have some Alencias laying around that you want to fodder off though, I would say like Silque can actually make use of Dazzling Shift. Or if you want to see if Silque or if any other healer later on will carry that skill, then wait for that as well.
Oh,
Yeah, which is understandable. Though it also kind of, I mean, like you said with Alencia, I mean, it was kind of an interesting skill with the Dazzling Staff, considering the fact that that the effect itself is basically putting everybody as a support, which is understandable since, like you said, it does help with stealth. But also at the same time, with the light restraint and the holy pressure, the only thing that I wish is that that they had the special cooldown on this weapon for her. Because if there was a case that they had, then the holy pressure skill from dual at least would have been pretty good on her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, I do got a memo from Tonti here. It reads as follows: for Silk's refine, it's insane to me and possibly one of the many stat refines that can be super helpful, even if she's outdated. So for me, it's a good refine, just not the best. And he rates it an 8 out of 10.
Hey, that's not bad, actually. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You could get her in the 4-star special force, so and you have a chance to get on really technical. You get pretty good value from that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it just depends on how these 4-star special like lucks you out a little bit, but it also depends on the arena tickets, basically.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
But you definitely get something good out of that.
Oh, yeah.
more or less.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So that's Silque. So very good refine, and she definitely makes great use of it. Now we've got Fire Dragon Ban right here, Bantu.
Can I actually read Ban Bans?
Yeah, go ahead.
You have to forgive me. I'm basically one of those people that likes the more like lower class units and stuff. Ban Ban being an exception, considering the fact that he is one of the best caretakers for Tiki, and you could say that I could be the caretaker of Ken Dog here since he's the Tiki lover.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wizen Breath. Now, I was actually kind of skeptical on this when I read that wording that they put when they first showed the update about a week ago. So now then, we have at the start of combat, if unit's HP is more than 25%, it grants +4 to all stats to unit during combat, and also if no effect neutralizes penalties of foes of any of their stats, inflicts penalty on each of those stats during combat equals 6. So they're basically getting like 6 to all the stats if there's no penalties on them, which honestly is kind of nice, kind of a neat thing. It's kind of like how would I say it? Like the Spectrum from Legendary Mel Robin. What did you say, G?
Yeah.
In a way. So he's basically got a built-in like still Spectrum thing going on here for him, which is kind of neat. And then if unit's HP is more than 25% at the start of combat, it inflicts the -6 to all stats on foe through his next action after combat. If foe's ranged, so basically he's still got the whole dragon thing. So then he's also got, if unit initiates combat or if foe's HP is more than 75% at the start of combat, grants +4 to all stats. So he basically gets all stats +8 during his battle, and the foe cannot make a follow-up attack during the combat. Which,
really good. Good for him.
I mean, compared to what other people say, and I actually can give an example, because Blazing Knight, if anybody has heard of him, he actually stated back when Ban Ban was shown in Shadow Dragon, he wasn't one of the strongest dragons in the game, was most likely one of the most easiest to get rid of at the time, and as soon as he came onto Fae and stuff, he basically was also still kind of weak, even though that he had a good, decent stat spread. Now it's been a while since he first came, and honestly, we've had a very good skills and stuff come around. But honestly, I mean, I feel like that the Arcane Grima can still work decently well on him, but also at the same time, his Wisdom Breath's refine here also works to his advantage as well, depending on the setup you got for him. Especially like say with Panic Smoke and possibly Dragon Eyes 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, but still, it's a very nice refine overall. So I would probably say, in my personal opinion, I would give this one an 8.5 out of 10.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so anyway, let me just read the TLDR in case anybody's confused. So what it does is +8 to all stats, if foe has no debuff neutralization, then Bantu inflicts debuff in combat on foes all stats equals 6 minus current penalty, and then Spectrum -6 debuff on the foe after combat, and then fall negation. So yeah, it's really good. It kind of works like these the tier 4 seal skills in a way. That's because that's what Phoenix said, though. It works like those. But yeah, this is good. And I gotta say, as someone who plus 10 ban, I'm really happy with this. Now I need to just refine it and then get some more premium skills on him, and then yeah, he can shine again.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
You shine with the tikis. That's very nice. That's
Uh-huh.
the biggest W about this batch. You can shine with Bambit gets to shine with the tikis again.
Yep. Exactly.
And also Ninian as well, considering that she does have a harmonize with Ninian.
Oh yeah, true.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Oh, guys,
Yep.
real quick, I'll be right back. Let me pause the recording.
Okay.
You okay, kid?
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Next
All
one.
right. Next up, we've got next refine we have is another Echoes unit, Conrad.
I'll do Conrad. This one is pretty short.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright. Okay, so if you initiate combo, it's within 2 space with an ally, grants +4 to all stats, and doing combat with penalty on flows with attack defense res. Doing combat equals 20% of units resident at combat. So basically, it's the flame tri weapons, but with 3 stats now. So you're gonna get a pretty good amount of debuffs.
I'm thinking more on the line of it being more a Brave 8 award, like it's a knockoff version.
Is it? I'm pretty sure. I don't know which one it is. I haven't really used the flame tribe weapons.
Yeah, so Conrad's Mask Lance this time is +8 to all stats in combat debuff on foes attack, defense, and red based on 20% of his visible resistance, and he has the Dragon Wall skill. Because Conrad has pretty high resistance. He's a very tanky boy. So at max investment, all you need to do is just stack up as much resistance on him as possible, so he can deal a lot of in combat debuff though. So yeah, that's basically Conrad in a nutshell right here. So he's a better tank. So all you need right now on him is that you need QR4, which is the best slot B skill for him. Distance stance, attack smoke 4, so he can get the fall negation since he's really slow. And that's it. That's pretty much all you need on Conrad.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Ganglot is due for a return either this month or possibly 2 months from now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, if there's a chance that when we do get the new Heroes banner here in about a week or so, if they give somebody that quick repulse 4, then maybe it might be okay to fire them off. But other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Exactly.
This will probably be a chance to get Ganglor for a while, because I honestly have no idea if that band is good. That her band might win.
Well, I mean, there's a possibility that it may do it, but you never know.
It has really tough competition against, I think the Green band actually, and Brave.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so
Okay,
I've also got to see,
So yeah, Conrad, a lot better unit now. If you've merged him up already, I can definitely see you updating his skills, and yeah, you should be pretty happy with what he's got right here. So he's solid. All right,
for sure.
Last up, we got the duo unit.
I've actually got Tatiana's word for Conrad, if you will.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Conrad's refine. Pretty good refine, to be honest, being that it's Celica's brother, and it will be interesting to see how he will play out from all of the skills we have right now for fodder. Overall, not a terrible refine, and glad that he was a Grail unit this time, and the rating is 6 out of 10. Now, one thing that I will say is, and I don't know if Phoenix Master mentioned it, I mean, there's a good possibility he did, but considering now, I mean, yeah, we will need to invest in Conrad and stuff, but considering the fact that Aversa basically got her being the first Grail Resplendent unit, there could be a chance that Conrad sometime down the line may get a Resplendent unit that will give an extra 2 to all his stats.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he will.
Possibly. Anyway.
Okay, so last up is the duo unit of this refined batch, and that duo Alfonse. So his imbued coma. That's kind of funny. Imbued coma. It sounds like he's in a coma. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, it's actually a little toy pop. It was basically like a Japanese culture tradition, if I recall. It even talks about the coma in their dialogues as well. So basically, if it lands on a particular side, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're supposed to spin it. It lands on it, and it tells you what your fortune is.
Okay.
To me, his fortune is that he gets a girl refined. We'll see.
Okay, so this is what it does. -1 special trigger. At start of turn, if the special is ready, grants all stats +5 to unit. Folk cannot make a follow-up attack and reduce damage from foes' attacks by 20% of unit's defense during combat. If units within 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats +4. Inflicts guard on foe per attack. Reduces the effect of deep wounds on unit by 50%. Also, when special trigger, deals damage equal 15% of unit's defense. Okay, so dual Alfonse has got -1 special trigger and fault negation, +9 to all stats. True damage reduction equal 20% of his defense, just like what's his face, Brave Dimitri, just like him. Guard on the foe and reduce deep wounds effect by half. True damage when deal with special trigger 15% of his defense. So he cuts the deep wounds by half as well, just like Forsyth. Just like Forsyth.
And Brave Claw.
And Brave Claw. Okay, I think I know why. Because Dual Alphonse has Open the Future as his special, and you can immediately trigger that with just one hit, apparently. So, and the thing that was, stopping Dual Alphonse from healing was deep wounds. So now, when he triggers Open the Future, he can still heal half the HP. So that's that, basically. And of course, his defense is high, so of course he's got that true damage reduction. So yeah, this dual Alphonse is way, way, way better than what he was before.
Yeah, I think people are kind of forget he got refined, because I think he got a pretty solid refine.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Compared to the other New Year refines and stuff, I would probably say he got the next to. I would probably say next to Gunthra, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he got the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah. Only thing that I wish that they would do is at least maybe give some of the older New Year specials at least a little bit of a different treatment. Give them some better weapons, and then also give the other seasonal ones some new weapons as well. It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, come on, guys. I'm a Sun Tiki fan.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so yeah, that's all the refines here. So everyone got something to play with, and this is a solid batch, I'll say.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a
Alright.
What? No, wait, no. Oh. Last match was good.
All right, next up we got the stats of all the trial units though, and yes, we do have the boons and banes, of course. So first off, Mark, I think we know what his are: 40, 44, 27, 20,
Yeah.
46.
We need to do the thing. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yup.
Hey, Mark. Hey, bro.
Moo. It's Markiplier, guys. It's Markiplier in a hood.
Is
Oh my god.
is Marky Mark.
Yeah, it's Marky Moo.
So, just like I expected, Marky Mark has a super boon in his attack stat. So, yep, that's pretty cool. And then Elliewood, he's 39, 45, 46, 29, 20, and he's got a super boon in his attack as well. And then young Hector, who's very tanky, by the way, he unfortunately doesn't have a boon in his attack. He has one in his res for some reason to make him tanky, I think. He's 47, 45, 16. Damn, that's like Zephiel levels of slow. Wow. 47 and 41.
Big stuff.
And then Cutie Pie here, Rebecca, is 39, 44, 45, 22, 33. Very similar to her base version. She's got a boon in her defense for some reason. But I think she's a good merge project. And then the...
How could she not be a good merge project? I mean, that bow of hers. I mean, depending on how you look at it, I mean, she's a pretty good demote off of this kid's banner.
Yep, exactly. And then finally, the Death Eater of Lord Voldemort, Lucius Malfoy here. He's 38, 45, 31, 17, and 47. Very tanky on the rest side, I will say. And he's got no super boons, which is fine. He's a healer, so it's alright.
Which is understandable. But also at the same time, we can't forget his staff.
Oh yeah, we know
It's-
we know what his staff does now. Let me see where I can find it.
I got it.
It's okay, I have the message board pulled up on my end. I'll read it through here.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Alright.
Here it is. So this is his staff. Mystic War Staff. It's got Wrathful Staff. At start of turn, if he's within 2 spaces of an ally, grants defense and rest, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If he's within 3 spaces of an ally, grants all stats plus attack rest +6 to unit, and he makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Wow. Okay. So Lucius Malfoy really got the Death Eater's blood, huh? He does Wrathful Stab. He gains defense and rest +6 and the fall of negation status, just like this from Attack Smoke 4. I think what he's granting is literally just like Attack Smoke 4, defense rest +6 and then fall of negation. And then he pretty much, yeah, he gets attack rest +6 and then he doubles. So yeah, this little guy right here, he's gonna double all the time unless he stops by no follow-up. So, but still, this is good. This is really good.
I'm just gonna say this is gonna be our best staff unit in the force for free-to-play players for a freaking long time. That's just wow.
Yeah, but it's also gonna be a good little bit before we get ourselves, you know,
RP staff.
well that, but also at the same time, we're gonna have to wait an extra like 2 to 3 months before they add him to the Grail pool.
But yeah, he's gonna be he's dominating this staff, free-to-play staff, right?
Yeah, but thankfully, let's just be grateful that at least he came out pretty decent, because honestly, I was kind of skeptical if they was going to give him an inheritable staff or something.
Honestly, I was not that skeptical because you know what, they do a trial, they really give everything.
That may be, but honestly, this is IS we're talking about. You never know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
True. Oh,
But
did we get Elliewood's back?
Huh?
Did we get Elliewood's?
Yeah, we got him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Elliowood is a very fast one. I'll say that much, especially with the clash in his dang weapon in general.
Yep.
Yeah. Good,
Mhm.
good.
Okay, the last important thing I want to quickly mention is something that's on everybody's mind. Is little Hector's armor beacon special inheritable? And the answer to that is yes, it is. It is inheritable. So this Reddit post right here says, as expected, it is inheritable to all armors regardless of rank except staff units with the bonfire prerequisite. So yeah, get ready for armored madness with this skill now. You're gonna see so many people pull young Hector if they can whale him, by the way. Whale a lot of copies of him, plus 10-1, and then probably whale a little bit more, and then fodder his armor beacon with Vengeful Fighter 4, and then, or the Farsight skill. So, oh boy. Get ready for the armors. Oh, they're out in full force again with this special right here.
It's not time
I
again.
mean, it's about time. I mean, honestly. I mean, the armors needed a decent, good special, considering the fact that the infantries have gone in it. And let's see, some of the healers are starting to get it. I mean, there could also be a chance that maybe cavalry and flyers may get their own special.
Where's my Dragon MV special?
Mm-hmm. Ooh, so
Anyway, are we also going to speak about the Phoenix Master's speculation on the next refines?
oh yeah, it's down here. So he speculated next month we're gonna have Carmag as the GHB refine, and then
There's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be Cormac, because I mean he's the next one, and then I believe afterwards should be Brunya. And oh god, there's going to be a lot of people that loves Brunya that's going to be hyped about this.
Mm-hmm. So, and then the remixes are going to be Edelgard and Lif, which I can't wait to see. If it is Lif, I want to know how he does, like what his Deadly Balance 2 does, and what his refine. And are they going to change Time Pulse or Distant Counter to their higher variants, or are they going to change Open the Future to like Open the Future Plus or something like that? So
I would probably say that Open Future maybe won't do it, because I mean, honestly, the Open Future is good enough as it is. So they might do just a Deadly Balance along with maybe a new skill that benefits him as a cavalry unit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, and then the duo unit is going to be duo Alm, which, I mean, he kind of needs some help at the moment, so his duo skill is good, very good, but the guy himself needs some help.
Well, yeah, I mean, he will need some help, but I honestly don't know if it's going to be dual arm, because I mean, considering the fact that we've also got his father, his father, Rudolph, or whatever his name is. Yeah, I mean, there could be a chance that maybe he might also be in the refine as well, but also at the same time, there's somebody else that also may be in there as well, but I can't think of who at the moment.
It's alright. Yeah, so that's gonna be possibly our next batch of refines, though. So, yeah, and that's about covers all the important topics for tonight. So, hope you enjoyed it.
I actually do got something from Tatiana about that dual arm thing. And this
Oh
is kinda
boy.
funny.
Oh boy.
He basically says dual arm next. I hope it's pretty good. I'm gonna be the happiest person if they ever do this. At this point, it accepts anything but nothing too terrible. Prediction rating is 8 out of 10.
Well, I hope you're right, Tati. I hope you're right.
Yep. But honestly, at this point, I think, to be fair, even if the refines sometimes aren't that decent, you know, I still feel like that all the units gets a good, decent refine, even if it's not what you're expecting, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
Exactly.
But it's also at the same time, folks. I mean, we're getting newer and newer skills that are making every unit more and more doable to actually survive lethal hits and stuff here lately. So, you know, I mean, you never know what may happen down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so anyway, yep, that's all we gotta say. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of it? What do you think of the refines, the units, and that new skill for inheritance? And then if you like what I do, like, share, and subscribe if you want to see me do more of these videos. And with that being said, I will see you all in my next one. Thank you for watching. It's your boy the G Flash signing out.
Bye.